Hello everyone. Today we are going to see cash budget in this video. Okay, as you know, budget is a statement of estimated incomes and expenses. Okay, if you wanted to forecast your nearest future, the best solution is budget. You can draw up your incomes and draw up your expenses, and all these figures may be estimates only, and you can find out whether your cash requirements will be met by your future incomes or not. If not, you can take up proper actions to meet up your expenses. Therefore, you can control your deficit, and you can also control your unwanted delay in your activities. So in this video we are going to see cash budget. Okay, cash budget of a concern. Okay, when we speak about the cash budget of the concern, we need to know about the incomes and expenses of a concern. Okay, for a company, there may be lot of incomes, like the main income is from its sales. Okay, the main income is from its sales, and as you know, it is both cash and credit sales have been done. And likewise, it would have been invested in some other concern. Therefore, it may get dividends. If it have invested in debentures, it may get interest, and likewise other investments may also procure some incomes. All these may be the incomes of the company. Likewise, it can also forecast its expenses, its normal expenses, which it has been doing it regularly. Like it has to pay its wages, the concern has to pay the wages, salaries, it has to make purchases, okay, it has to pay tax, okay, it has to pay dividends and interest to its stakeholders, okay. Likewise, it may have a list of expenses. So a company should always foresee its future. It should have a vision about its future. Okay, if not, the company may financially fail. Therefore, it can draw up a cash budget which gives up the estimated incomes and expenses of the next nearest future. Therefore, as I said earlier, if there is any deficit, it can make it up. Okay, it can control the deficit by getting a bank overdraft or a small loan or anything else to make up the deficit. So herein we will see it with a numerical example. I have taken an example from CMA Inter exam December 2017, and I have made it to the 2019. So here the company has estimated, the ABC Limited has estimated that for the next few months from March to August, this will be its sales. This will be the sales figures. This will be the purchases figure, and the wages and expenses are estimated to be like this. And additional informations have been given. Okay, these are the conditions at which all these incomes and expenses will be settled or received. Okay, so because as I said, if it is credit, you will get a credit period. You will get a credit period to settle it. Okay, since we are in the delayed payment environment, okay, we may delay our payment according to the policy. According to the time limit available. So all this forms a place in your cash budget. Considering all this, you have to draw up a cash budget. Okay, which expenses has to be settled first and which expenses can be delayed. Likewise, which incomes will you receive earlier and which incomes will you receive at a delayed date. All these factors plays an important role in drawing up your cash budget and in fixing up your cash position. Okay, so now we can see the information. So you can see that 10% purchases and sales are on cash basis, which means that only 10% you will be, for example, if it is sales, only 10% you will be receiving it on date of sales, and the balance of 90% will be received only during the credit period which has been allowed. Okay, likewise, if it is purchases, you should pay 10% on that date and the balance in the credit period allowed to you by your suppliers. So that is what the first statement says. See the second statement, advance payment of income tax in August 2019, 50,000. So on August 2019, you are supposed to pay 50,000 rupees as payment of tax. And third one, plant purchased and price to be paid in June 2019, 1 lakh. Okay, a plant purchased earlier has to be settled on June 2019. A payment for that has to be done on June 2019. And here comes the time lag for delayed payments. Okay, so you can see that credit sales 2 months. Okay, so for the sales which you have done, Okay, you are allowing to your customers 2 months period for settling the debt. Okay, so in other sense it creates debtors. Okay, only 10% you are receiving in cash, and the balance of 90% you are allowing them to settle in the next 2 months. And likewise credit purchases, you can see 1 month. Okay, which means that 10% you are paying on date, and the balance of 90% you can settle by 1 month period to your suppliers. Okay, on seeing this we can conclude that the credit policy followed by this concern is not proper. Why? Because you can see that the receipts will be done only in 2 months period, but you have to pay it within a month. Okay, which is not proper, wherein the cash flow will be reduced because of this credit policy. If it is of reverse motive, okay, like credit sales can be settled, will be received by 1 month, and credit purchases can be settled by 2 months, then your cash flow will be good. Okay, so then your cash position may also hike up. Okay, and coming back to your wages and expenses, it has been told that half a month lag period, which means that, okay, you have to settle half amount of this month and half amount of previous month in this month. Okay, you have to pay half the expenses of the last month and half the expenses of this month, okay, during this particular month itself. Okay, that is half a month. Okay, and you have to prepare cash budget for the next 3 months starting from 1st June 2019. Okay, and your opening balance is 2 lakhs. So with the given information, we will work out a cash budget. We will draw up a cash budget. So I have taken a format here. You can see that. Okay, so here is a cash budget of ABC Limited. Okay, and you can see opening balance, receipts and payment. Okay, cash, and it's for cash budget from June 2019 to August 2019. So that is the estimated period, forecasted period. So we are doing it for all those periodically. Okay, monthly we are doing it. Okay, so you can see that I have written opening balance, receipts and payment. To put it in very simple terms, okay, out of your receipts you are going to reduce your payment, and you are going to see whether you have enough cash, surplus cash or deficit cash. If it is deficit, what to do? If it is surplus, what to do? If you are resulting in surplus cash, you can go in for short term investments, okay, small investments, or you can use those funds for other activities. If it is a deficit, you have to control or match up that deficit using your bank loans or bank overdrafts. Okay, that is the benefit of cash budget. So now we'll work it out. So opening balance for the month of June is given as 2 lakhs. So we'll enter that first. So opening balance of the month of June is 2 lakhs. Okay. For the next months, July and August, once you complete your June, that will become the opening balance of July. Likewise, once you complete your July, you will get a closing balance here. That will be the opening balance of August. That is how it has to be worked out. Okay. So now, it has been told that 10% purchases and sales are being on cash basis. We'll work out cash sales first. Okay. So sales on June, it has been done for 8 lakhs. It means that out of 8 lakhs, 10% is received in the month of June itself. So that is a receipt. So under receipts, cash sales, you can write cash and credit, and this credit will lead to debtors. Okay. So out of 80,000 you are going to receive only 8 lakhs, you are going to receive only 80,000. Okay. So enter it. Okay, likewise in the next month it is 8 lakhs 20,000. You can see that in the next month the sales is 8 lakhs 20,000. So out of which 10% is 82,000. Enter it in July month. Simultaneously we will enter for all the months. And likewise in the next month, okay, August, the sales is 8 lakhs 90,000. So out of 8,90,000 you are going to receive only 89,000. Enter it in the August column. So now we have entered only 10% of the sales. Balance of 90% will be allowed as credit. So accordingly we have to enter it. Okay, we'll see it at that period. Okay, now we'll come to purchases. Again for purchases it has been told that 10% purchases on the same date. So purchases in June you have done 4,80,000, which means 10% will be paid or should be paid in the month of June itself. So we'll write that. So purchases, okay, that is a payment, right? So purchases, again you can write cash and credit because we have both, and this credit is settlement to your creditors. Okay, so cash, as I have told, 4,80,000, out of which it is 48,000 you have to settle in the month of June itself. Okay, in the next month it is 4 lakhs, out of which you have to settle 40,000 in the month of July itself. For August it is 5 lakhs, so it should be 50,000. Okay, so coming back to the question, see the next adjustment. Advance payment of income tax in August 2019, 50,000. Okay, which means that in August 2019 you have to pay tax of 50,000. Okay, August 2019. So advance tax. So other months you can give nil because it's a single payment which has been told that it is paid only in August, not for June and July. And see the third one. Plant purchased and price to be paid in June 2019, 1 lakh. So you have to pay 1 lakh in June 2019. Plant purchased, for which the payment of 1 lakh has to be done in the month of June. So 1 lakh in the month of June. Other columns you can give nil. And then coming to the time lag periods now. Okay, what has been told? Credit sales 2 months period, which means that if you have purchased today in the month of say for example you have purchased in April, okay, 7 lakhs you have purchased, so out of which 10% will be received in the month of April itself. Okay, sorry, credit sales. So if you have sold in April 7 lakhs, 10% of it will be received in April itself, and the balance, okay, balance of 6,30,000 will be received after 2 months, which means on June. Likewise, 90% of May's sales will be received only in July. 90% of June's sales will be received only in August. This is how we are going to work it out. Okay, so now on June, okay, we are going to work out only for June, July and August, right? So in the month of June, we are eligible to get 90% of April month's amount. We are eligible to get 90 months of April month's sales. Okay, 90% is the credit sales and we have given 2 months period to receive it. So that 90% will be received in June. So out of 7 lakhs, 90% is 6,30,000. So in the month of June, you will be receiving 6,30,000. Likewise, in the month of July, you are eligible to receive 90% of 7,50,000 of May, which is 6,75,000. 6,75,000. And for the month of August, okay, you are supposed to receive 90% of June month sales, okay, which is 7,20,000. 7,20,000. Again, I am repeating. Out of sales, 10% will be received in the month of sales itself, and the balance of 90% will be received only after 2 months. So in this month, you will be receiving 90% of sales which is done earlier, okay, which is done 2 months earlier, will be received in this month. Likewise, for June, you are receiving 90% of April month's sales. Likewise, 90% of May month sales will be received only in July. 90% of June month sales will be received only in August. This is how it has been worked out. Okay, likewise, similarly, we can work out for purchases also. For purchases also, what has been told? For credit purchases, 1 month has been allowed. 1 month has been allowed. So, if you are working for June, you will be receiving 90% of May's amount in June. Okay, so we'll work out that for credit purchases. So, what is the May's purchases? On May, you have purchased 4,50,000. So, out of which you are eligible to, you have to pay 90% in the month of June, which is 4,05,000 rupees. Which is 4,05,000 rupees. And likewise, in the next month, July, for July, you have to pay 90% of 4,80,000 rupees. 90% of 4,80,000 rupees, which is 4,32,000. 4,32,000. And likewise, for August, you have to pay 90% of 4 lakhs. 90% of 4 lakhs of July will be 3,60,000. So this is how purchases are being entered. Okay. So again I am repeating. Okay, we have 90. We are allowing. We are receiving 90% as credit purchases, and for that you are receiving 1 month credit period to settle it. So in the month of June, you are supposed to settle 90% of May month's amount, and likewise in July you have to settle 90% of June month's amount. Likewise in August, 90% of July month's amount. That is how it has been worked out in the cash budget. So now coming to the next expenses, wages and expenses half a month. What does this mean is, you have to settle half a month or half of the expenses now itself in the month of which you have incurred, and for the half of the amount you can move it to the next period. Half of the amount, or for the next 15 days you can settle it in the next month. Okay, 15 days period is given. Okay, to put it in simple terms, 15 days period is given. Okay, so in a month, if you wanted to settle, you have to settle half of the expenses of this month and half of the expenses of the previous month. Okay, both the amounts has to be settled in this month. So to work out in simple terms, okay, for wages, in the month of June, if you wanted to settle, okay, you have to settle half of this 1,50,000 of May and half of 1,80,000. Okay, so that has to be settled in the month of June itself. Okay, so I'll do it in a calculation format, therefore you may understand better. Wages for the month of June. Okay, in the month of June, what you have to settle? Okay, you have to settle previous month's half. So May month's half plus June month's half, right? So you can add both together and divide by 2, since it is half. So May month's amount is 1,50,000. May month's amount is 1,50,000 plus June month's amount is 1,80,000. June month's amount is 1,80,000 divided by 2. So you will be getting 1,65,000. 1,65,000. Since this is clear, I guess. Okay, so for wages for the month of June, you are going to get the average of May and June. Okay, so that is the amount you are going to settle in the month of June. So wages 1,65,000. Okay, likewise for July. Okay, you have to get the average of June and July. Okay, so June you have to pay 1,80,000, July 1,80,000. So add and divide by 2. So it will be 1,80,000 again. And likewise for August, 1,80,000 plus 2 lakhs by 2, which will be 1,90,000. Okay, so wages is over, and see the next one, expenses. For expenses also you have to pay half a month. Okay, the time period allowed is half a month. So for June you have to pay half of May and half of June. So 60,000 plus 60,000 by 2. So expenses. So 60,000 plus 60,000 by 2 will give you 60,000 again. Likewise for the month of July, 60 plus 80 by 2, okay, which is 70,000. And likewise for the month of August, 80 plus 80 by 2, which is 80,000. Okay, that's it. So now we have entered all the receipts and expenses related to this month. Okay, once for all we will check it. Okay, and then we will move to the conclusion part. Okay, so we have entered everything. Therefore, we can conclude it. So add all your receipts first and reduce it from your payments total. This is how we are going to work it out. Okay, so if you add all these three figures, you will be getting 9,10,000. Okay, this you can call it to be total receipts. And likewise, add all the payments together. Add all the payments together and we can call that to be total payments. So add all this together. So if you add all this together, you get 7,78,000. Okay, 7,78,000. And now you can consider this to be A and this to be B. Okay, now you have to find out the closing balance. Okay, which will be the balancing figure of this problem. Okay, which will be A minus B. Okay, receipts minus payments. Okay, receipts minus payments. So out of 9,10,000, if you reduce 7,78,000, you will get 1,32,000. This is the closing balance for the month of June. So what we have done, you have added up all your receipts, you have added up all your payments, you have found the difference. Okay, and the difference is surplus. Okay, so 1,32,000 is a positive figure, so it is surplus. Okay, so this will be the opening balance for the next year. So next month, 1,32,000 will be the opening balance for the next month. Okay, now you add up all the receipts now. Okay, if you add it up, you will get 8,89,000. 8,89,000. And likewise, you add up all your payments. Okay, you add up all your payments, you will get 7,22,000. Okay, and now reduce your payments from your receipts. You will get the balance. So the balance is 1,67,000. Okay, so this 1,67,000 is the closing balance of July month. Take it over to the next month of August, which will be the opening balance for that month. 1,67,000 is the opening balance for the month of August. So now add all the receipts together here. So you will get 9,76,000. Okay, add all the payments together, you will get 7,30,000. Now reduce the payments from your receipts, you will be getting 2,46,000. So this will be the closing stock of the month of August, closing balance of month of August. So this is how the cash budget has been drawn. So only when you draw up a cash budget, you will know whether you have enough of funds to meet up the expenses of that month. If not, okay, if it is a negative balance, for example, if it is a negative balance in the month of June itself, then you will not be able to work out the month of July. Okay, you may find it difficult to find it difficult in your cash position. Therefore, you have to make up your deficit here itself. You can go for a bank overdraft or for some other short-term loans. Therefore, you will be able to make up your or patch up your deficits here. Okay, so by preparing your cash budget, you will come to know whether we are in a proper financial position or not. If not, what steps has to be taken to control it. All that can be done by forecasting the nearest financial position using a cash budget. Thank you.